it's like a chain effect. I call it like the amoeba brain kind of thing, is when you get like a large number of chatters that all kind of think and behave the same. That's something I've adamantly said I worry about, is getting like a large group of people that mostly don't give a shit, um, and just want to say whatever the fuck they say for their own physical entertainment while they're here. But then again, I also don't tolerate much, so they'd probably just end up getting like dumped out of my stream, to be fair. My tolerance for bullshit is relatively low. Or repetitive bullshit, I should say. Where is your body layers? Skin. Where's your lines? It's not lines face hidden, it's not that one. I gotta fix up her skin lines too. I think it's this one's gotta get. There we go. Yeah. I figured I had to bring that up. Save that. Then licks. Can't forget the licks. Look, you and Keelan both, I think. Alright, I've got to fix up her skin layers because they're kind of like everywhere. But what is that? Is that? It's bleeding out the skin layer there. I might want to make that darker with the hair. I might get her hair to match up to that line specifically. I know it's going to be outside of where it is, and it's going to look a little bit weird because of it when I look at the actual hair layer, but it'll make sense with this. The original liquor, pretty much. I would second that, Grim. Like that, probably. It sort of looks weird because then it looks like the hair's in the way, but I'll have to just, I don't know, maybe I get rid of the hairline there and it'll look a bit better. I reckon that's what I gotta do. If I get rid of this here, do that. I take this down. I'm gonna have to pull this from the other spot for this. I'm gonna need black on a layer. Hold up. It does look a little bit better. Just a tiny bit. It looks like a hair and sitting out of the way of a neck and stuff. It looks a bit weird, but I haven't got the drink thing in yet. What I want to do, I want to hide her shirt for a moment so I can see. Sure. Yeah, okay. So what I want, I do not know if I left this line on her outlines or not. I don't know. It doesn't really matter that much, honestly. I'll figure it all out later. That's what I'll do. I'll do that there. Pretty much to that kind of thing. And I guess sweep it down across here. Might as well. There we go. Now it's kind of smooth. Except for here. That needs some hair color in it. I don't know. I tend to get creative stuff. So I tend to get like people being shits and stuff. Usually when like my regular community members and stuff are not here. It's always when like a regular isn't here, by the way. What normally happens is, I might move that line up. I'll get it where somebody will be like not here for a few days or something like that, and I'll have somebody come in and just be a right shit for a couple of hours, and then they'll disappear, and like they'll be gone, and then I'll have whoever a regular is like turn up later. I'll be like, are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck, Grim? Hold on. That one's never gone off. Oh, Grim. Fucking hell. I've never heard that one actually go off. That's from Kung Pao. It's alright. I'm gonna head off and watch some shows before the light comes. Take care. No worries, Grim. Relax while you can. Remember to stretch and stay warm and shit today. I'll catch up with you probably after stream sometime. Also, stop looking at my horse, man. Thanks for bits. I've had that fucking redeem in place for so long. And I don't know why it's never got activated. It's just such a fucking obscure thing. But anyway, that's hilarious. So it's this literal intermission bit in Kung Pao where I'm gonna bring her lines up a layer. Evil Betty does like this intermission things. So does I think Master, whatever the fuck his name is, does as well. Yeah, let me duplicate this. Take this up to the top. Yeah, so anyway, everybody does something funny and it's great. And yeah, it's just fucking sits with me. Can't tell me what to do. Lick tongue freedom. Oh, shut up, Grim. I don't know. Yeah, I can't tell you what to do. It's true. I'm thinking if I bring her lines up like that, even if her hair's not visible, I think it will help. I would have to bring her eye layers up to compensate for. I'd have to bring them up one. It's fine. I could do that. Either way, that looks fine over the hair. I just didn't want it to be in the way. All right. So with that in mind, let's go with fixing up the skin. Wherever the fuck that is. Not eyes, not lines. Not shirt. Face. All right. What I need is the invert one off. There we go. All right. Yeah, I have been not noticing this the last couple of times I've done drawings, and it's been really messy. It doesn't matter much, but when you save it, it kind of looks scrunched a bit. It looks a little gross, so I try not to do it. All right, you skin layer on this one. Let's turn off her face layer so I can see it better. It's weird having that on a separate layer. I normally don't. So it's like, I'm not used to it. It's funny to me. I know that this goes up behind her hair and all that stuff, but I'm not going to really change her hair position at the back. And I think her eye's fine so long as you can see the overall shape of her eye. Even if you can't see the specific eye itself, it works better. It detracts from the shape of the hair itself, which helps. That was my knuckle for anybody that happened to hear that, by the way. I do want this to be, this is going to have to go all the way up to the top. Like there. So what I want, so I don't want this all to be white. It's going to be fun. I want it to be, like, not up here. This part doesn't matter. I also need it to be behind hair. Yes and no. It's not going to matter too much if it's grey, but it's going to look like that otherwise. The only thing I could do, but then I'm putting it in there. So if I don't put it in its own folder, if I bring these out of here, what that means is this goes down into here like that. It goes between the hair. That's the only way I'm going to do this. All right. So these need to go between the hair and the outline and shit. Complex. I wasn't expecting this one to be difficult, I'll be honest. I was kind of expecting it to be quite simple. But sometimes these things are surprising. I want this to be up here, but not really along this spot. It's like yes, but no. Like that. I do not need this up here for any reason up along the top. This I do, but not here. I will probably also have to hide her like body shape out of there or not. I'll see how it goes. I might leave it like that because I kind of don't mind it. I don't mind that being a solid line. I know it's not really a solid line, but it's fine. Kind of works for this. Now, her outer line and stuff, I should not need that to be white at all. I don't think. I'll take it down to about here. So I think if it's going to need anywhere being white, it's going to be like this creasy bit here kind of thing. And I don't think that's going to show. Like, that's all I'm thinking. Like, that just doesn't make sense to have that there. Like, I'm not going to have any kind of like general cleavage shape and stuff like that. I don't mind having the line around there because that shows it's there. Actually, don't mind having it as a solid line this time. I don't always, but I do sometimes. The only thing I could do is maybe open it here or open it there. Let's have a look. Let's try. So what I kind of want is it to kind of break in the center here, but also break from the bottom part here. Oh, not that. If I did this with a smaller one, it would be a lot easier. Sometimes I don't know why I'm doing something with something. It's radically sized out. That looks about right. Yeah. Hey, real quick, Gurren Lagann, like the drawing style and animation. Cream, Nick has good taste. Yeah. Look, I don't know what you're going to think of it overall. There's times when it's just like silly and funny. That's the reason why I'm recommending it to you, is I think it's silly and funny. And I think it would be just a light-hearted sort of watch. But I also haven't watched it for quite a long time. And I know that the chick Litner has, like, there's some angles on her you're probably going to find as a bit boorish, but I mean, the rest of it should be fun. It's mostly just a stupid, ridiculous story, especially if you get it in English. God, it makes no fucking sense. Like, you know how sometimes you get like English versus like the original translations and shit, and it's just like, what the fuck am I watching? It's like that. It's one of the few ones I would say it's probably worth getting it in like English. I also don't know if I want the back of her hair to be behind her body, because I'm thinking, yes, I'm pretty sure I didn't draw it that way. I took this down. Yeah, her hair's going to be in the way for me to see anyway. I could put it behind her back. I think it would look better. Yeah, I might do that. But I don't think it really adds to her body shape here. Not that. I want hair layers. You. Oh, it's all one, isn't it? Yeah, of course. It's gonna be interesting. Like silly and funny, but not all the time. Fine with angles and depends on the show and not overdo it. From memory, I feel like they didn't overdo it, but it has been a long time since I watched it, so I can't be certain. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's just one of those ones you're just gonna have to watch it and see what you think. Actually, if I don't duplicate that, if I just hide that behind the other layer, like delete what I can see in the color, we'll see. Yeah, I just figure it's like probably going to be interesting musing. It was one of those weird animes. I thought it had like a. I think I liked the first season more, and I like that a lot. A lot about different animes, as I tend to like the beginning of things more than anything. Hair outlines. I need her shirt to dip for a moment so I can see. Oh, that's in the way. It's fine. I need that back on the hair colors. And the invert to there. There we go. All right, that should fix that up. I wasn't intending for this to be the case, with her hair being behind her back, but I think it was going to look better, honestly. If I bring this back in. Yeah, I think that just looks better than that, because it kind of, her hair looks kind of thick, so it kind of looks like it's just sitting back there. I like that better. All right. This one's been really weird. I have changed so much on this, so much more than I normally would. So it's really weird to me. I also haven't added any shadows or anything, but I'm pretty much nearly there. Let's see, where is my drink cup? Cup outlines, you the back? Or just the outlines? Let's take you up to the top and hide you. So what I want is sort of, is that really? Oh no, that's the back of the cup. No, I do want that there. All right, so what I kind of wanted was, yes, this is a cup. Yes, it's an outline thing. What I wanted to do was actually make this like a blue. Where's my things? Get rid of the other blue. So not kind of like her eye color, but like just a deep watercolor, like kind of that sort of thing, or even one of those two. Maybe that. It's not actually the color of her eyes, but it's very close, so I may have to adjust it. We'll see. But my thoughts are something about that, because I kind of want it to be only a couple of colors to go with her eyes. If I bring in the other layers up here, I've got to hide her straw. Well, I don't have to hide her straw. It just isn't necessary to be seen as all. Oh, that doesn't go all the way up. Interesting. All right, let me fix that up. Make you a bit bigger. Let's hide this. There's a couple of lines here. It's not making it all the way. So the reason why I wanted to do a couple of layers is if I want to hide the straw for any reason, I should hopefully be able to. I don't know why this doesn't go all the way up here, but that's okay. I'm going to do that. Let's make this smoother then. Oh. Okay. I would say it's probably doing the exact same thing along the bottom here. Or not that. No, lurk while I eat. No worries, Smouthless. Be curious to hear what you had for breakfast. Or I always feel like it's like a breakfast burrito or something is going on. Tacos. You have like the wildest food for breakfast for me. Which reminds me, I need to see if there's any kind of leftover pizza. We had pizza in the house the other day. And Nick's like, you haven't eaten the pizza. And I'm like, I forgot we had pizza. I guess I'll have to go suss that out. Actually, I haven't eaten today. I do not want to eat. After yesterday, it's really fucking confusing for people to like understand that I just don't want to eat after eating yesterday. Actually, 2 days ago, Tuesday. It's technically Thursday now. It's like 5 a.m. on Thursday. I would normally be finishing editing and stuff at this time. So the thing is, in about an hour's time, I would normally get my dinner, most people's normal breakfast and stuff. But in this case, I ate a lot on Tuesday. Like, just like sickening amounts of food. So I like legit, I don't feel like food. Let's see, cup base maybe. Let's go with cup shadow. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I don't know if I want to make it lighter or if I want to make it darker, but what I do want is at least down the bottom here to make like this like a darker shadowy sort of color kind of thing. I don't even know if this is going to work what I want, but I kind of need it to be not messy like that, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, I don't know. I'll eat sometime today, but not right now. That's for fucking certain. I'll tell you that much. Because, like, I ate probably 3 days worth of food in one day, in one sitting. So it was kind of a bit nauseating. Actually, that's about it, isn't it? And about 80%, and I'll fix up around the edges. We had so much food. It was good. Don't get me wrong. Just like a lot. What, nearly? I know, I would definitely eat there again. That's for sure. It was actually a place like Nick got recommended a whole heap. And then he was like, he went and tried it, and he's like, you've been recommending it to me a whole heap. And I'm like, fuck it, let's just go and try. And yeah, it was really fucking nice. So it's worth the effort of going. I'm thinking if I make her straw, maybe a lighter color. I don't want it to be like super, super light. I don't want it to be white. I do want it to have color. Maybe like the light blue of like what her eyes would only be. I could make it look like there's some level of liquid in here. That actually wouldn't be hard if I don't duplicate the layer. If I make a new layer, it's probably how I spell that. I feel like it's not. I feel like it's supposed to have an E in it. It's fine. We don't need English. If anybody actually like legit has like learning in English and shit, and they're watching me and they're like, the grammar on this woman, like, please stop. Please just don't. I kind of want it to be like that. I don't want it to be anywhere near that cup half full bullshit, because somebody will make the joke on my avatars and stuff. So more like that. So what I mean is, like, you know how some people love getting like that needs to not be that color. Some people love being like philosophical, right? I could just honestly see somebody being like, oh, so is it this amount of full or is it that amount of full? And I'd be like, get the fuck out. Leave. Just no time for that shit kind of attitude to it. There we go. It's not really helping me see if it got outside. I know it did. Maybe we make it lighter. There, a little bit. Wow, it's a nice pink. It's actually very peachy. Anyway. Yeah, I could just see somebody doing that just for like the shits and giggles of it. That's why I don't want it to be a thing. I sort of do want that to have its shadow of its own. And I know that this is out here, but like this much. Now, my only problem with this is the corner bit there looks like it needs an extra line put in. And I'm going to say that's probably on that. I didn't plan for this to have liquid in it, by the way. For anybody that's curious, I fully intended this to just be a blue cup. That's all I want it to be. But what I might do, because we are going with colors, I don't want the straw cup outlines, the back. Let's be cup colors now, actually, honestly. All right, so I'm thinking like not so much that, like not far off it. Oh, it's going to do it to that too. All right, hold up. I knew I fucked up something with that. Let's duplicate the layer. Calm the fuck down with that one. Hide that. Let's make you back to outlines for a second. And let's pull the blue out of here. Go. Put this one back in, then take you down. I can click off that. I'm going to skip to at least the part in the song where it starts. Is it 40? Yeah, there. I was going to say, I'm like, Jesus, that's pretty far along. What is 7 days on about? What do you want about? Create a program. Oh, yeah. It's a thing for content creators playing 7 Days to Die. Interesting. I'll look at that later. Save that. I just saw a notification come up for 7 Days channel, and I'm like, what is that? Let's see. You are cup shadow is 80%, cup liquid be 80. I need you to hit on a 4 so I can get this down where it needs to be. Whoop, nearly. There we go. Okay. Pretty sure it's just on an 80 itself. It's about that. Now, that's fine, but I need this to be a tiny bit darker. So the only thing I can think of is, did I take the liquid down to bottom? Because no, I didn't. What I can do is, oh, I have to fix it up. I want you to take that. No, don't do that. I have to do it from this anyway. Can I go copy that? And let's get you back on a 4 somewhere in here. There we go. So what I want to do to make the bottom of this darker is just go over it, because it will make it darker because it's already got a color in here. I actually don't mind that overlapping a little bit like that, because it kind of looks like it's got liquid in the thing. Not bad. I might keep that. Can't go over that end, but kind of looks right across most of it except for here. Like that. That should be okay. That should give it a look like it's got a base inside and it's got liquid in it. So where is the one that's got the problem? This one. Okay. What I want to do, I don't know if I can do to this. Down to 2. This to pull out of here. Like that. That's all it was bothering me, was just slightly in the way. I know it makes it look way more circular now, so I don't know. But if I take, where's the cup? Cup colors, is that the color? Yeah, that's cup. Oh, fancy. All right, I want to take this down because I still want it to be blue. I don't have a problem with it like showing through stuff. That's why I draw things under and behind things. It's just when you're looking at something from a distance, it could be a nightmare to look at. The straw and stuff, like I could take that down really light in the cup or whatever, or I could layer it behind that one. There we go. That makes it lighter still. Okay, that's better. So my question is, how light do I want to make this glass and how dark do I want to make the liquid? I want it to look like water, essentially. That's all I want it to look like. And I know it's not looking much like water. The only other thing I could do is put like shine on it. What have we got this on? 50. Let's try 50%, 55%. That's not totally clear. It's making everything behind it blue, though, which is fine. It can fuck with the colors. I don't have a problem with that. Let's bring in the actual color of her shirt back. Okay. I don't have a problem with that. The only problem I've got with doing it this way is when I put her hand on the cup. She's not going to have a hand in place behind it. The only beef I've got with it. If I was going for ultra realistic, that's great. Super cool, but maybe we don't go that transparent. So what I want then, let's take you up to 80% cup. I've also got to remember too, when it gets small, it's going to be hard to seal this shit anyway. Cup liquid. Okay. You can go up to probably 95%. I want it to be like almost not see-through. Like I could just make it not see-through. That's also an option. I honestly like it with the appearance of it looking like water more so. It's really frustrating because if I do that, I have to draw a hand behind it, which isn't a problem. It's literally just doing a line to where my fingers are and filling that in with skin. I fucking get fancy on this thing. All right, take it back down to 80 then. 80. Back colors. What were you on? You were on 55. I could probably not put it all the way to that. I could probably have it on 60 realistically. On 60. Well, I put a line somewhere. There we go. All right. 80, 60, that's 80 as well, which doubles it a bit. Okay, I don't really mind that. Make it less. For some reason, like the slightest percentages make such a damn difference. Save that. I'm going to give the straw a color as well. Where's the straw? That. You duplicate that. I make this draw like really like whitish blue, like her eye colors and shit. Um, it's really weird to make this all variations of blue, but I planned it to be very clear and obvious that it's going to be a drink from the get-go. That's all I wanted it to do. Let me grab this section here, dump this in, and I don't know if I'm going to make that more translucent, but I think that was the color of the cup. You're right, it's funny show. But from the surface, a hit on you, you can... It came from another cave growth. Yeah, fuck, I couldn't remember that, but yeah. That's right, because the dude comes from the surface, doesn't he? He burrows down from the surface or something. I'm pretty sure. Or does she come from the surface? I can't remember. No, she comes from the surface. Because the two guys are like best buds. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's right. Whereas it makes total sense if it's like just a cave over. She comes from the surface, yeah. I thought so. I told you it's a funny show. Especially, like I said, if you got it in English, it's fucking hilarious. It's just good humor. Like, somebody did well with that, you know? I appreciate it. Alright, that's kind of what I want. I will probably, like, up her lip a little bit. I don't even think I still have that anime. I know it. Nick's got the DVD somewhere. I haven't watched it for ages. Where did her thumb go? Oh, her thumb's in her black shirt. That's why I can't see it. There we go. Alright, so I have to draw a line with this too. It's going to need a hand behind it. You're watching it in English. Good. Good. It's so much better in English. It's one of the few ones where, because Nick watches all of his anime in English, and I watch almost all of mine in Japanese or Korean, and Nick watches his also in Chinese. But generally, we don't mix them up. I see you waking up, Viking. Yeah, because of that, whenever I get an anime from Nick, it's always in English. And I just usually cannot stand the dub because it's always so dramatic and angry. But this one was funny. It was good funny. So I appreciated that. Give you some pats, Viking. I need water then. You prefer dubbed? No, I understand. Like, if you're gonna watch something while you do something else, like play a game and stuff, I get it. Dubbed is better for that. It realistically is. But I tend to find myself personally a lot of anime that is dubbed. I just find that it sounds so hostile all the time. And I don't know. It annoys me after a while, kind of thing, because it's like, well, like, I like to relax a lot of the time. Mind you, a lot of like the, what do you call it? I don't know. You did say dub, sorry, I read it as subbed. But I tend to find a lot of subbed anime, sorry. It's really hostile. I'm so happily receiving pats, no. Hostile, a lot of excessive swearing, whereas dub stuff, you gotta admit, like, sometimes there's a lot of excessive screaming for no reason. At least a lot of the animes that Nick tends to watch, a lot of like the dungeon crawler ones, fuck hell, there's so much screaming involved. I kind of feel like that's not the direction I want that hand to go in. It's more like almost like this kind of thing. Almost. Not quite. Actually, it would be. That's right. The subbed is only if there is no dubbed. Yeah, agree with that. Most of my Naruto is 300 episodes is dubbed that I've got, and the other 200 or so, whatever it is no, subbed for 300, then like dubbed for the rest. I hate it. I hate having a mismatch of fucking on one anime, but that's all I could get my hands on. Because at one point they weren't like releasing it super fast, so pretty much the only thing we could get was like as was kind of thing. It was like, oh, okay, well that's fine, I guess. What are you doing, Viking? You're yawning, wagging your tail. Kind of just come back in just as well, just woke up to some like My Little Pony stuff. Ironic timing. I was thinking about you before. I'm like, man, Viking's having the deepest sleep of his life at the moment. He really is. What I kind of want is the hand sort of goes that way because it would go out like that, but the palm of the hand would be. Did I just click on something else then? I don't like mixing dub and sub. It's only because I get used to certain voice, certain character. I did too. I hate it. I don't like doing it, but sometimes it's the only thing. Oh, that ain't the right hand style for it. Sometimes it's the only thing I can get my hands on, you know? Yeah, no, that's about right where I want it. That's head wagging tail, happily howling. No. Yeah, no, look, the only reason why I'll get something that's subbed is I can't get it otherwise. That's really it. Like, also depends too if Nick has gotten it, then I'll have the problem of like, yeah, it's usually in English. There should be the other bit of the hand butt here. Everybody knows what I'm talking about when I talk about hand butt, right? So what I'm trying to figure out here, get rid of the extra 2 swoops. I'm trying to figure out hand holding around something because I haven't done a transparent hand held object before. And it's usually fine. What I might do is I give myself an extra layer so I can work with this. So what I'm thinking is basically hand would be around except for the fact that it's coming from underneath, which means these fingers aren't quite in the right direction. They are, but they aren't for what I'm holding now. Fucking hell, I might have to draw her hands again. It's fine. That'll work. This one would be fine. This finger here would probably be fine, but this finger out here, maybe not. That one, definitely not. I'd have to tilt that one in a different direction for it to work. But yeah, the way that's coming, any other way I could do it, hold on. I hadn't considered this, is I could take her hand from this elbow, right? Oh, that's a bad line. That's so much worse. Both of them were pretty bad. So, fuck it, something like that, right? Something along the lines of that, right? Which then takes your hand up and over, right? Which would kind of work with that, and her thumb would be going that way instead, behind the cup. That could work. It's a complete fucking reverse of what I was after, and that brings her arm into the picture, which I wasn't planning on, but it does give her an arm. So I guess I could do that. I'll have to bring that in. All right. I guess we'll just stitch her hand, or I'll make it really, really light. I need to sneeze again. Oh, that was so immediate. Yeah, no, I don't like fucking around with like mix and mash of anime and stuff because I tend to find the type of animes and stuff that I watch like they either have like a super deep voice for one character or they have a super light voice for it. And it irks me when they take it from like a character that's had a super wrong one. They take it from a character that's had a super super deep voice this whole time, and then they make it have like a really high pitched squeaky voice or some shit. And I'm like, please don't. Like, just no. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna go off a fresh line for her hands, honestly. And let's go with that. And the reason why I want to do that is I don't want to fuck up what I've already got on the other layers. So generally speaking, her arm was kind of coming in like that. Doesn't quite go that far back. I need her arm to come up higher than that though, which means her arm would come to there. Nods head to music, wagging to happily. No. Yeah, no, it just got onto the good shit. That's about the right spot. Her hand could go out from there. It is possible to bring it from this. Not difficult. I could skim her arm a little bit here. Makes it too short. Oh, I haven't had to freehand a full fucking arm before. And the worst part is the shit down here doesn't matter. But I still need it to connect in for the physiology of like where her body is moving from and connect to. I feel like that's really short, but where her mid waist should be, I think if I still have that layer. Maybe I don't. Oh no, I do. It's down here. Yeah. All right. That is about where I had her elbow. It's a little high, but that's fine. This is why this shit matters. I like partially drew her earlier because I'm like, this will help. And I'm so glad I did. Leave that hidden where it is. I'm so glad I did that earlier tonight. That was necessary. I don't think that will help me anymore. Let's get rid of that. Go back to this layer. The music volume has been kind of going up and down with all my songs tonight too, so there will be some where I'll actually have to go and physically turn it up and stuff. We had a couple where we had to. All right. Now, I do kind of agree with that, except if I was to put my arm over there, the outer arm trumps the inner arm. Okay, that is too thick. I don't want it to go down that far though, because the way that kind of goes in is like that, which is really weird to draw an arm from this particular pose. I do not have a single photograph I could reference for this, which is really frustrating. If I was to say, bring that down like that instead, makes the arm a bit chunky. But if I was to say, bring it out the back a little bit, we kind of had it. Wow. The thing I find is hilarious is this part down here does not matter at all. It's not going to be in the drawing. But I need it because, like I was saying earlier, there's like invisible lines that my brain can follow and see and stuff when I'm drawing. And I get where things are supposed to be, and I know where things are not. And I'm seeing with this, like, this is fine. This can come down. But it shouldn't come down to a point, realistically. Which means this is too far down. Oh, I like this one. Not there. Kind of not that. I need to get rid of this line in general. About here down, the swoosh at the top here looks right. Not right. I can 180 a wrist, basically. The wrist can go like almost parallel to how a hand falls down kind of thing. It's really complex to fucking explain that shit. Let's get rid of all this. God, that's quiet. Hold up. Let me fix that. There you go. Oh, okay. Is that way you can help us down your wolf push? No, you come back to sleep, Viking. It's alright, I'll be here. I'm like always here at this point. It's like that. Just face against wolf push. No, I'll give you both some pats. First episode done. I found my new addiction. Like I said, I don't remember how many seasons it has, but I feel like season 1 was my jam. I really enjoyed it. I'm glad you like it though, Grim. It's definitely fucking funny. They're happily receiving pats. Yeah, I don't know if you've heard of Gurren Lagann, Viking. I don't know how much anime wolves watch. It's always curious factors. Only one season, is it? It must be like halfway through it or something. It kind of changes. Whoa, that's loud. It's not too loud, but it's a little bit loud. That's 2 movies. Oh, really? Huh. That's not too bad. Alright, that's a bit better shape. We're looking at more from the front. I think what I was doing wrong was I was assuming the arm from the wrong perspective. Should be something like that. Give or take. That's too high. It's almost right. Like that. But it's not. You doing, Azula? You stretching out, you sweetie? No, she's too tired to deal with anything right now. Plus, it's like really close to her breakfast time. She's really like, the fuck you doing? What are you still doing? I'm like, I'm drawing. Yeah, that's better shape. Alright. Now, I'm under the assumption that the bottom of this elbow ain't going to be in the fucking drawing. Right? And this... Okay, my only thing is maybe this could be more shapely on the bottom half. I can't believe I'm redrawing a whole fucking hand for this, but honestly, it's the only way to get it done. So... What you doing, Azula? You too hot, are you, sweetie? Azula's trying to get out of her bed, but static electricity has her. You good? There you go. We have a lot of static electricity in this house for some fucking reason, and when the cats and I move around, we tend to get stuck to things. It's not fun, but it happens, unfortunately. So I'm thinking with the shape of her hand, it isn't far off, but I feel like it's not quite tilted right. Or the plumpness of her hand is coming down too hard, because this could be more... It's not going to do that, but I know if it's tilted upwards, it would. So my only thing is, if I was to say, grab this hand, I'll figure out the rest of it. I'm not fucking with her arm. That's fine as far as I'm concerned. Cut that shit, paste it. Let's get this rotating. First things first, I want this to move up a little bit. Actually, hold on. No, don't you auto-rotate shit. I kind of want it to do that. That's almost right. All right. I don't know what you tried to do then. It's kind of worked. Go back to the hand. All right. Let's get rid of this bit here. It's kind of right, but it's not. I'll tell you what, I did not think I was going to have to draw 2 full fucking hands for this at all. This has added a whole extra hour at least for me. Which honestly isn't that bad, but still. What I want... why are you huge size thing? Back to 8. So instead, bring your hand up to here. Like that. Yeah, I can work with that. There's going to be so many little lines, I'm sure of it, that's going to be fucking annoying to fix up, but whatever. So let's do that then. Because no matter how you look at it, it's still going to be behind this layer, but like I would have my finger up to the straw anyway, probably. Easier for you to do long days of art streams. Sort of. I don't talk as much during art stream, so I don't like spend my voice too much on it, which is kind of why I generally stream longer. Like you'll find that there's long periods of time where I don't say anything. Editing an art stream can take up to twice as long as the stream. So if I stream for 10 hours, we're looking at maybe 20 hours worth of editing because I have to wait for rendering and stuff for it as well as downloads, as well as uploads. Like it takes a long time because it's considerably more content. Like I see you wagging your tail, happily stretching. As far as like the stream itself goes, I normally have painkillers in me for art stream, so I don't experience as much physical pain while I sit here, which I do. Oh shit! There goes my pen. Come back here. Which I do when I play games and stuff. I don't have painkillers in me when I... Where is my thing gone? Why don't you undo it? You're undoing over there. Redo them all. When I play games and stuff, I don't take painkillers to sit here, but because I know I'm going to sit here, I'm going to be very stationary. I'm going to be very physically still for hours on end and stuff. I tend to have my osteopanadol and stuff like that for it. I rug up specially for it. In winter, I use special heat packs, USB heat packs and stuff, so that I'm kept warm. All sorts of stuff, you know. It's just different. But yeah, I do struggle with like a standard long stream. Like tomorrow being, I don't know if that's what I want there, but tomorrow being 6 hours, 7 days to die, I'll probably struggle with that a little bit because I'll be talking a whole heap. So my voice will get really sore and raw after a couple of hours. And same with Friday. By Saturday, I'd be lucky to have a voice, but I've had days off last week. I'm going to turn my music down a little bit. I had a day off this week. So realistically, it shouldn't be too bad. But I can't be certain until I go to stream, you know? But I always kind of figure with art, I don't really do well starting and stopping a drawing. I either do really well consistently drawing the shit out of something, or also if anybody can hear some rumbling, that's my neighbor's car. It must be 5:30. Yeah. Yeah, no, I do better with drawing when I can sit here for a long period of time. and I don't have to worry about, you know, coming back and being like starting off where I ended last time or any of that crap kind of thing. Like it's just whatever. If I have to kind of start again from where I last was, I probably won't come back to the art piece. It's generally what happens. I'm just kind of unmotivated in that way, I guess. I don't know how I feel about that, but that's probably about as best I'm going to get with that. Kind of want, not that side, this side. I know it must be really, really fucking unusual to like see somebody that only does like a on average 4 hour stream, like immediately just rip a 8 hour stream. Cause like a funny thing is, you know, when I first did art streams, I had my viewer count and like 2 people rocked up throughout the entire duration of the stream from start to finish, and that was it. That's all I had in like 10 hours and stuff. So I much prefer that I have like several people pop by and say hello, listen to my music and stuff. Because like, I don't know, it makes me happy to know that people like coming in, hanging out and catching music. Even if like you don't listen to the whole stream and stuff, I like the fact that like people do come by and be like, hey, yeah, I finally caught your stream, or, you know, I'm just listening or whatever, but it's nice to have a playlist and stuff. Like I know Triumph likes listening to playlists when he's working, because it's just music for hours on end, like as he works away. I can see that being enjoyable. Like talking about it now, like my lower back is hurting. There's nothing I can do about that. It's mostly numb. Let's head wagging tarply. Yeah. I figure usually when I'm doing art streams, I figure ain't nobody watching me. Like maybe a couple of people might be, but I prefer to assume that nobody's watching me. And like if somebody happens to talk in amongst that, then that's cool. And let's go color. I just like that people occasionally say hello and stuff throughout the stream. It's nice. I need your skin color, love. Let's grab that. I'm gonna just freehand your skin in here because we've got the arms sorted out already up the top to a degree. Where does it go to? Yeah, right. So most of the arm is fine. Because the problem I'm going to have here, I might have to bring this up as another layer here, because when I go to shadow this, I'm going to have a bit of problems. I wonder if, nah, it's not closed off. What I can do is, now that I've done that, hold on. Maybe I can, got that, yeah, but I guess this isn't on that layer, is it? No. All right, hold on. Let's grab, no, that's full open-ended stuff. That goes to there though. All right, I can work with that. I'm just trying to figure out where I can close this off to. If I said, get rid of that, delete that, duplicate this. I thought I duplicated it to begin with, but I guess I was going to freehand color it, so it didn't matter. Oh, that's the wrong layer. Hold on. Please tell me I didn't delete the actual one layer I've got. No, I didn't. Cool, cool, cool. Let's hide you again. Get you back. Duplicated. All right. Bring you back down here and call you color. So what I wanted to do was to grab this and see how far it went. Not that layer. It goes up to her mid-arm. Okay. What I'm trying to do, if this will give me my mouse, I'm trying to see where these connect so that I can put a straight line of skin across from here and kind of border it off. I believe that's where it is. So cool. I should be able to grab this and that, or actually in here, plus that. The way it doesn't spill out over everything. And I'll just have to fix up whatever I can fix up. And I'll have to do her thumb separately behind it, because it's going to be behind the layers. That actually looks like she's got sleeves. I have so few outfits of her having actual sleeves. It's funny. Alright, I'll have to fix up a couple of bits in here, but let's get the thumb to the back layer. So I need no thumb on this. That's how happening at looking at certain song. This song, or are we talking about Raise the Barn? Because I mean, both are good. Okay, I think that should have that gone. Right paw for this song. Oh, I might have said that wrong. I'll let you do it again. Right paw for this song, left paw for Raise Your Bun. Because I realize you're probably doing it. Lift left paw, raise bun. Let's see where that is in here. Hold on. We had that yet or not? We've had a lot of pony music so far. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 songs away. So probably about 30 minutes. Obviously, if you want me to put it on now, just like, I don't know, raise both paws and I'll chuck it on and I'll go back to where we are on the list. Because I realized that, like, I'll probably still be streaming in half an hour, just so you know. Oh, what happened to that? Where's the both paws? All right, hold on. Where are we at? Winter Spirit. About halfway through this one, so I'll come back to about halfway through it in a minute. I'm pretty sure that's the specific one. So Halfley swaying tail to music, Slay's head dancing, no. I like that you like my music, Viking, I really do. I think it's awesome. Like, the odds of coming across somebody else that also likes the same kind of stuff I do. It's just a nice sort of thought thing. I don't know how to say it. Let's make this thumb. Like, my music taste is generally so random and obscure. I don't ever expect to have anybody else like the same stuff, you know? I do get that there's a few songs I've got, like Grim requested one earlier. The funny thing is, I thought this was quite funny. He requested a song, but he didn't actually request me singing the song version because I have that one with me singing it. I could have played it. I'll head more to music, dancing. I don't know what happened with that. I guess I've got to clean up some lines here. It's fine. Yeah, I'll have to clean these lines up a lot. I haven't watched My Little Pony for a long time, but I still watch all of Little FM Shy's pony reviews. Like he's still getting through all the episodes. So whenever he's got a new one, I watch those. I'm still subscribed to the list of like monthly stuff, but I don't tend to find, because a lot of people doing the new style. I don't like the new style that they went with the new generation. So I don't tend to watch them a lot. Which is a shame, because like I understand that they wanted to stop and complete it, but I don't feel like there was millions more stories or whatever to go, but I feel like it was such a beloved style that they could have at least reused it with the new story and it would have been fine. I feel like that would have been okay. I'm entirely swaying to hit the music. No. Glad you're having fun, Viking. I think I'll make that bin the black. To the obvious. Yeah. It's not filled in properly. Sometimes that's all it is. That's the most obvious thing. All right.